how did you get into wanting to do like all these different like innovative? Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you?
Yeah. When I came back from Europe, was looking to transition back into the country, and a friend of mine, Richard Clark, introduced me to another guy named Jerry McColgan. And one guy was a minister, Richard Clark was a minister, and Jerry McColgan was in business.
Mm.
He goes, "Hey, I think this guy might be good." And what Jerry did, he had a company called Insight 2. It was actually called McColgan Consulting, but then it was later Insight 2, where we worked with companies all around the world. You go in and they want to have they want to raise their income. They want to go from a $200 million company to $1 billion company, or from $1 billion to $5 billion, or whatever. So we would go in and say, all right, well, here's your core competencies right now. Here are natural extensions out of those, and we would come up with new products, new businesses, new services.
Right.
We got to do the Indianapolis Zoo. So all those changes over the years, the zoo were as a result of our report and what we went in and did. I mean, lighting, oh gosh, just every kind of product you can imagine. Hand tools, dark gardening tools. And so I'm found what we discovered was I'm really good at like putting obscure things together. this over here I know, this over here I know. What if we put those together? Hey, look, you got something brand new. And so ended up doing that for a lot of companies. And then I'm like, I'll never forget this one company. They launched $50 million the first year for a product that I came up with. And I went, I'm going to do this for myself.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I started 3 companies,
Right.
and then 3OE is one of them. We'll get to the other one here in a minute, but like, that was one of them. I'm like, I'm going to do this for me. So
Sure.
yeah, so I'm good at like, my brain's just like all over, and once if you allow your brain to just kind of look through it instead of just at it, that's the other key for me. It's just like you look through it and like, well, what else could you do? Well, what else could you do with that? What else could you do? And then if you believe there are limits, then there are.
Right.
Right.
If you don't think there are any limits, then there aren't.
Right.
Right.